For someone starting out today, right? So the options even in passive investings are kind of unlimited, right? There are these thematic ETFs, there are small caps, large caps. For someone starting out today, I've seen so many people entering into thematic funds at the peak of their boom, and then not getting the benefits of even
What
index
happened?
investing, right?
August.
So I think what is your process of choosing the place based on your goal?
So the situation is very similar to term insurance. So 10-15 years ago, there was only a simple term plan, which very few people bought anyway. That was a time when everybody was into endowment, ULIPs, and cashback policies and so on. It was only the plain vanilla. If the policy holder dies, the nominee will get the payment. That is all. That's the policy. It's as simple as that. Now, because the insurers have seen that many people are into term insurance, they've complicated that product as much as possible. Now you have return of premium term insurance, you have term insurance for full life or up to age 100 and so on. Now then the confusion starts. What should I choose? And very, very rapidly in the passive space, things have become extremely complex. You have all sorts of index funds. You have factor-based indices. You have thematic indices. The primary reason for that is thanks to the SEBI rules, or I would say a loophole in the SEBI rules, because the SEBI categorization rules say for the active funds, there should only be one fund per category. That is, if we have a large cap active fund, there will be, I can only release one large cap fund. That's it. But in the index fund and thematic sectors, I can have any number of thematic funds, any number of indices. That's why you have this business class fund, business cycle funds, ESG, what do you call ESG, right? And all defense kind of fund. It's crazy. And what youngsters do is they have this app where they can buy mutual funds from. They go to the app, and the first thing they see is what are the best performers. And they say, oh, that's not in my portfolio. Let's just act on. They shop like you shop in a supermarket, right? In a supermarket, you buy, your spouse gives you the list to buy, and you fill the list. And then you just walk around, you see a nice shiny bottle of juice, you pick it up. Then you go to the counter, and the counter you see some lollipops or some batteries, or just pick it up. That's how you can't shop. You can't invest like that. You can shop like that, but you can't invest like that. So I have a friend who is a fund manager in Europe, who wouldn't like to be named, and he told me something very insightful. He said that any idea, any new bright idea that comes to India, by the time it comes to India, it had already peaked and started falling in the West. That is, people have got excited about it in the West. In the West, meaning any other place where there's a lot of money, and already the AUM has flowed in because of that idea, and the idea already started underperforming, and people have started criticizing that theme or that idea, and only then it enters in the Indian market. So there's a big phase difference or a phase lag between. So that is what is currently happening with respect to factor funds, I would say, in my opinion. People have in the West, they have realized, Europe, US, etc. They've realized that factor investing is not always going to outperform a simple market capitalization based broad index like the Nifty 100, Nifty, Sensex, etc. So that's also going to go through cycles, and that's currently happening. And we have seen that happen, for example, in the mid cap quality index that started underperforming when the mid caps were actually booming. So that's going to happen. It's a matter of time before it happens to every theme or every factor based index, and people should be ready for it. Everybody wants the return, but nobody is willing to be patient. And if you want that extra risk, whether you invest in a Nifty Next 50, which is a little more riskier than the Nifty, or you want to invest in some momentum index or or an alpha index, there will be periods of underperformance. Are you ready to hang in there? Most people are not. That's the problem. So it's easier for them to simply choose a Nifty or a Sensex. They want a little bit more risk, maybe have some exposure to Nifty Next 50. That is it. You don't need any other one or two funds passive funds. You don't need any other fund in your portfolio, is my opinion.